going to be an awesome community event. Some people come to hang out, some people come to play poker. And I think the coolest thing about this event is that people see the face behind the names of online.
I'm a student from Guildford, and I just watch Lex all the time, watch him whenever I can, when I'm working, that sort of thing. Trying to learn as much as possible from his stream, basically.
I've been a mod for Lex's channel for, I believe, 15 months now. I've been a regular viewer like before that. It's amazing. I've met these people like not too long ago. They've all been nice from the first minute. I enjoy it already. I'm super happy to have come here.
I just want to be able to kind of, after this, be even more involved in the community, and for us to go, that was really great, but I want to build relationships here and go, okay, how can we work to kind of implement the next one, or what can we do to help, and that sort of thing. Like, how can we just build relationships in the future, which I think is, I want to get some more friends out of this basically, which is great.
I have to be really honest, when I walked in here and I saw the banners and I saw the Lex Live stickers and stuff, I was really proud about on what it has become and what it's gone to. And everybody that's in the chat groups, talking at home, everybody's got it that they're not here, everybody's communicating, let's go do this, you're gonna pick me up there, let's go have lunch. And it's just, I don't know, it feels very wholesome and gratifying. It's amazing. I'm so happy with the way it's turning out.
Okay, now we're live. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lex Live Pub Quiz Finale. I'm Nick, and joining me here in the studio today is James. Say hi, James.
Hello, hello.
We are 2/3 of the OP Poker team, and this is our first ever commentary gig. Are you excited, James?
We're going to try and do our best. Right, so yeah, we're on a 30-minute delay, guys, so we won't be able to interact with the chat that well, but we'll see it in 30 minutes time and get involved.
We'll keep an eye on the comments as they come in.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But again, 30 minutes. So.
Okay, so as we're kicking off the pub quiz finale, you might notice that
everyone paid him out his money. Paid him out his money. Let's go.
You guys might notice that there are only 4 stacks at this table, but there are 8 players. So we can explain a little bit more about today's structure. The 4 players that you see there that are not members of Team Pro are the winners from the pub quiz, the Lex Veldhuis pub quiz that took place on yesterday at about 11 a.m.
Yep. They had no idea what they were signing up for.
Yeah, they had no idea that the top 4 winners from the pub quiz would indeed actually be playing for some pretty serious money here today.
Sizable sums,
yeah, definitely. So let's talk about the payouts here today. First place is going to take down 3,000 euros. Second place is going to take 2,000. Third place will take 1K. And 4th place will get 500 euros. So everybody's guaranteed money here.
Yeah, that's a nice touch. Make sure everyone gets it.
Absolutely. Piece. I mean, and considering that they just sat down to play a pub quiz just for the lulls, and now they're playing for thousands of euros, it's pretty insane, right?
Do you want to talk about the pub quiz a bit?
I would love to talk about the pub quiz a bit.
Basically, it was okay. It was mainly about Lex's channel. Apparently there were some incredibly obscure questions. Maybe we can get a few in a bit.
Yeah.
Just to test out the chat maybe a little bit, if they can answer the similar questions to what they were asked.
That's actually a really good idea, yeah. I think, just to give you an example, one of the questions was, on what date did Croaks, a well-known moderator on Lex's channel, become a moderator? And 2 people, something like that, managed to actually get the exact date.
Yep.
Which is pretty insane.
If you know it, shout it in the chat.
To avoid working with Spraggy, she just said, let's just do a head each.
Let's try and listen in now. We actually can hear.
Wait, is this not on Benjamin? Is this Fintan against Spraggy right now?
Someone has aces.
We can mix it up.
We can actually.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what you have.
Take it down.
That's a good hand. Another one. What? I thought it kings.
My man tabling aces here.
I can't believe that you...
Was that easy with aces, haven't it?
I think it was easy with aces who actually got the first aces.
So yeah, it's a tag team event. Lex is with Milko. Flix is with Ben Martin. Spraggy is with Antimoon. Easy with aces is with Chen. I'm really bad with
Cheno?
saying the name.
I've actually spent quite a lot of time with this guy over the course of Lex Live, so I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. I'm assuming it's Cheno. I think Ava might have a better guess. What do you think?
Tiana. Apologies to him.
Apologies. All right, Sen passing the 3 deuce off. Up to Cheno.
You can hear the voices pretty clearly. Oh, nice, good. I don't know if this is commentary, it'll be a little bit different.
I was actually sat next to Anti-Moon yesterday on the bounty, the PKO that they were running yesterday evening. We had a pretty good time.
No problem. I mean, it's awesome because like
the atmosphere here at Lex Live has been pretty insane, pretty much.
If it was like
pretty much the whole time.
I think
It's been some really interesting events.
That would be brutal, right?
Lots of beers.
Lots of beers, plenty of beers here in Belgium.
Just from a sickness point of view.
So we see the 7 deuce. You know it's going to get played. It has to, right?
I mean, it feels like in this sort of event you have to be making the play with the 7 deuce.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
There we go. Made it 2100, Ben? Yes.
The Ben Martin. He knows what to do.
Strong advice. Yeah. Ooh, strong advice, yeah.
Okay.
Ace 7 folds.
I love this game. Alright. This isn't going to make it out level 1, by the way.
No. You guys should be fine.
That's the action update. Okay, cool. Ace Queen of Diamonds here looking really strong on this kind of texture.
The Ben Martin's in serious trouble right now.
Go for this one. Yeah, this one.
Props to Ben Martin though. He's really he wants to make the 7 deuce count here.
Yeah.
And
He's got heart.
Yeah. He's got heart, but this is the kind of texture that Ace Queen of Diamonds is definitely not going to want to be giving up on too frequently.
Yeah.
Especially with the Jack of Spades out there, it gives him some cool backdoor straight draws as well.
Once they read them,
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
Simple enough.
I'm not sure that 7 deuce is going to be able to do anything here. Please show the hand. Please show the hand, Ben. There we go. Very good. I applaud that man. I think you should get a bonus 500 euros right there just for that.
Honestly, I swear to God, I probably would have filled the kings when Felix was so sure with 2.2. I was so scared.
When Felix looked over to me and he had that grin, I was like, alright, he has it.
We really aren't going to make
So I'm not sure if you mentioned it, it is a tag team event. I guess the term tag team being a little bit loose here because most tag team events you literally it's one player per hand and you have to make a decision when to swap out, but it can't be during the hand, the way I understand it. But in this event they can ask for advice during the hand, they can tell them that they're going to play. It was even suggested that they could just get their pros to play for them for the entire event as well, which I thought would be a pretty funny outcome. If all 4 of them decided just to opt in their pros and then it was just a four-way Poker Stars brawl.
And they just massage their backs, make sure they're in the A game, right?
That's right. Milko wakes up with Ace Queen off here again.
Did you even look at that one? I don't know. It's never going to be 8.
So starting stack was 5k, right?
I believe so, yeah.
100 blinds at the moment. Got 7 minutes left until 100, 200.
Play that shit, come on.
Yeah, you can play this.
So we got some post-flop poker.
It looks like Ben's involved with the 10-5 off again. I have to say, I like this man's style, getting really involved early game here, especially in this event. Oh, snap call with the 10.
Nice flop.
Yeah. 6 diamonds doesn't change anything. 10-5 off, still up in front. Ace Queen picks up some additional draws. 3 of spades changes nothing.
Milkov's gonna feel a bit sick when he sees a hand like that.
I mean, oh, the value bet. Look, did you see Flix's face just then?
Yeah.
Flix going, I
really
really like
likes
that value bet. Very nice. I mean, he's starting to build a pretty good idea of how Ben is playing though now. That's the second time he's shown down a less than premium.
Yeah. Don't know if it was a smart move to show again. Random grab.
You gotta line him up there, Ben.
Unless he's gonna tighten up now, that would be.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna be loose, these are definitely some of the limits to be doing it when you've got a lot more big blinds behind you.
Surprised Spraggy and Anti-Moon haven't been involved too much yet. I thought Spraggy would be
biding their time.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to play it sensible. I mean, it's not his money now.
Well, I mean, having spent a little bit more time with Spraggy during this trip now as well.
Yeah.
He sits there quiet. He bides his time, and then he jumps in there with the great ideas.
The killer blow.
The killer blows, man. The killer blows.
I like that hand really well.
Alright, got Queen 10.
Alright, so is it Queen 10 on the button here?
Nope, button's got 8-7.
Okay, cool.
And they raised. Queen 10's called. Anti-Moon. Tiano's also called. 3 ways to the flop. Everyone's still got at least 45 big blinds.
Top pair for Sun here with Queen 10.
Action.
Oh no, I'll play.
Very action flop. Two players make middle pair.
Thank you.
Queen 10, 71% here on the flop.
Yeah. Anti-moon slow play with a check.
I think she's pretty much always got to check in this spot. I mean, if she starts leading out here and gets raised or something like that, it's such a weird situation. Probably going to get a lot of worse hands to fold as well, first act into 2.
How did that go last time when you made a decision?
Of course, Ben Martin's folding. Betting, sorry. Never folding.
Yeah.
Alright, so he leads from the button. Okay, cool. And you get 3 players going to the turn.
Yeah, we can do that next time.
3 diamonds on the turn.
Normally that would be fairly safe card for the Queen 10, but they know how Ben Martin's been playing.
The low paired board is actually usually a pretty good card for middle pair as well, because it doesn't complete any draws.
Yeah.
It doesn't bring any overcards either, but in this
If
case,
Diano can get away from it. It looks like he might be able to.
I'm really enjoying the nervous laughter at the table. There's everyone, because the players know that their pros know what they have, and the pros are looking at each other making faces, and the players are making faces at each other as well. So she leads turn with Queen 10 here.
Takes it down.
And takes it down. What do you think about that lead on the turn?
Did the job.
It
You
did
know,
the job, taking it down.
I would be very. It's like a probe bet, really. If Ben Martin starts raising, you're like, okay.
I was about to say, I
Bet
think the check certainly has some good value, but also leading in the turn as well is kind of cool, because it's the turn where a lot of middle pairs are just going to slow down anyway, right? So if you're going to get some more value, it's a cool spot to go for that too. So we were actually just talking about this a minute ago. Milko there, he's got that cat that he carries with him when he plays poker. It was given to him by his niece. I can't recall exactly who gave it to him. The cat's name is Diki Dik, which means fatty fat in Dutch. In Dutch. You can hear him talking about it, but
Two, right?
You have a plushie of Fintan?
You see the orange cat there.
there you go. There it is. There's the cat.
That's tough though, because I follow his IDFs on Instagram and the accounts are big.
I went to a cat cafe yesterday here. It was awesome. Never been one.
Oh, I saw Hannah take a video.
Can jack off taking it down there in that hand.
They're so like,
Taking down
I
pretty
feel like a lot of cats,
Yeah.
like, they don't really give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
But these cats were like, they just come over, they get a little pet road, they'd have to try and steal a bit of ice cream. They're hustling.
Oh yeah. I went to an owl cafe in Japan.
Owls?
Owls.
Oh,
Owls.
really?
Yeah. And they had like Harry Potter costumes with wands, and everybody was super happily like taking pictures.
Just listen to
It's
Lex's
just
story
off the
here.
arts over there, mate.
What?
It's just everything's just like amplified and a bit bigger.
Oh, looking at Queens here. Queens versus Jacks. Milko's got the Jacks in the button here.
This is going to be action.
Yeah, this is going to get messy.
Siren time.
Solid sound effects. Thank you to the production manager here in the studio. Very nice. Uh-oh. Ben with the 10-5 though.
Okay.
Peg's been passing it up, I think. Anti-Moon's going to get out of the way too.
There's the free bet.
Raising a 3-bet as you'd expect.
Don't be intimidated by him. I was playing a 30-euro sit and go with him and he tried to give it a stare when I hadn't even done anything.
Now, I'm just wondering if Fintan here is giving a little bit of speech play on behalf of his player.
Yeah. Basically telling him what to do, right?
He's don't be intimidated by him, he says. Both opponents trying to figure out what they're going to do here. Definitely a weird situation. I mean, whenever you're in a 3-bet pot with Jacks,
It's never nice, but you are four-handed, so...
and it's a little bit of good, the bad, and the ugly there. All right.
I think this is going in.
4 bets to 216. I would be very surprised if it wasn't going in here.
If they can make that lay down, it's
Ooh, look at that
amazing,
face.
but I never would.
Look at that face.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it's
obviously
called.
it's got to go with that much in the middle.
I mean, I feel like in some universe the Jacks could get away here, but it's four-handed. It's so difficult, and there's like a lot of weird metagame going on this table as well, right?
It's an all-in.
Yeah.
It's an all-in.
Yeah, you're putting us in probably.
Don't forget the next page.
He's reaching for the chips. He's reaching for the chips.
Yeah, you gotta go.
All right, here we go. It's all in.
I think we've best on.
Next page jump is 1,000.
There we go.
He's looking pretty pleased with those queens right now.
He just got slower.
Hey, I didn't want to say.
All right, guys. So remember, this flip is big. This is a decent sized pay jump here.
Yep.
Jack's gonna need some help. One more to card.
Oh, I thought it was a chip.
I saw a face guard. My heart dropped for a second.
Right.
Side's getting pretty bad, old man.
At the start of day, I actually said if I
So
get checks.
no eliminations yet.
I
think
actually did say that, didn't you?
Milko must be very, very short.
I don't mind.
I think Milko's very short. Yeah, it looks like that was a pretty sizable pot.
Well done,
Total
Lex.
pot
Big
8.2k,
chance,
which
win
is
3K.
just under
I feel terrible.
starting
Don't
stats.
worry. Can't make me feel any
Oh
worse.
no.
There's nothing left.
Buster.
I wouldn't
Buster?
play phone.
I think she just counted it up now. We'll
I
see
didn't
what's
want to
up.
push it, but I think
Close.
you would have asked for it.
So
Chip and a chair if it is. They are still in.
fourth place here, taking 500 euros.
We have left, right?
Yeah, we have a lot left. It's 7.7. We have way more.
Yeah, no, that's
This
already.
looks like 6 minutes.
It's already 8 or something.
Point.
Just give us
10.
8.
This is 10.
Lex,
This is 8.
give us
This is 8,000.
Give us them 8,000.
Yeah, so
Lex, just throw me the 8.
we get this, they get that, and we get 300.
How much is it? 7 what?
Bit of confusion.
That's the
7.7.
yeah,
Couple Team Pro stepping in here.
Oh, we can do this.
I got some chips.
They got some chips.
I'm a master
I
chef.
got some
chips.
I'm really
They got a little bit more than I expected.
Since when?
Okay, cool. So no eliminations just yet? No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, it's
I guess we'll know in a sec.
I guess we'll find out in a moment.
Kings, right? Yeah, no, it's like I'm probably not gonna be fucking around there. Yeah.
If you would have showed up with 6s or something,
We
I
actually
would
have more than
100.
Oh wow! Hello.
If you can't hear the
Hello,
table
last
chat,
place.
start spamming.
Yep.
Did you say you had 4K?
Yeah.
A little bit more.
All right, next hand. Ben Martin looks down at Jack 7 of clubs.
3.5.
Antimune with 8-7 off.
It's okay. If it's just an instant vote. It's just no point. 7 dudes, right?
There's no antis. Just want to say.
Lex announces right just there there's not any antis in this tournament.
So it really is a sit and go style from back in the day when I used to grind the sit and goes. No antis.
Back in my day. Back in my day, this is going to be me and you, James, in 20 years' time. Poker tables. Back in my day, we didn't have any of this anti stuff.
What is this antis?
I mean, it does. I find playing with antis online isn't a struggle for me. Playing with antis live because of my poor math skills,
Wow, that's really
I find myself estimating estimating big blinds.
Honestly, all joking aside, every sit and go cash game, anything I've ever played with you, you've always done the worst.
Yeah.
Genuine.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Stay out.
Fintan with the mind games
This is
there.
pro on pro finals. Thank you very much. No, you're right. I think I busted first almost every time.
Yeah. And then in the cash games, I remember you. You looked like you were gonna win, and then I punted it off, and it meant that Kmart won, and you were like.
Oh no, but I
The
was
manager
it
here
was
is
the
just going to
6+1.
be getting
Yeah, but I think
up
Kmart
the
ended up winning
chat,
the most.
so
Yeah,
if it
yeah,
kicks in, we should be able to hear from you guys.
Thanks.
As James said, if there's anything wrong with the audio, just let us know. It'd be really great if you guys could hear the table talk and hear us.
It also depends which one you look at first.
Okay.
Theory behind it.
Anti-Moon finds her first big hand of the day, I think. Ace Queen of Diamonds.
Where you watch, you just don't look over here, yeah?
It's the raise.
I can't
Oh,
see the cards, right? Just don't look over here.
blinds have gone up 100, 200.
Yeah.
So that's why the raise is 500 rather than 300 from earlier.
2 and a bit big blinds.
Looks like they're going to take it
Maybe the
down.
worst hand we've seen.
Oh, maybe the big blind.
What have we got? 3 6 behind?
Alright.
This is the Ben Wood blind we're talking about.
Bit of icing in there.
Flop comes King High. No help for the Jack 9 of Spades. Sorry. Jack of Spades 9 of Clubs.
That's them eye signals again.
Check.
You're not good with a non-4 color deck then. So used to it.
I actually never used a 4-color deck, and then
Oh.
on stream somebody requested that I do it, and ever since then I've kind of forgotten.
So when check, Ben
Um,
Martin's going to...
Yeah, I think he's always got a bet here. She hasn't shown any strength on the flop by checking,
Gonna have to put a bit more in.
and then leading with the Jack High flush draw, and potentially the Jack and the 9 could be live here pretty frequently.
Spraggy won't let that happen. He won't let that go through.
Oh no,
I'm sure Anti-Moon was thinking about folding there, but Spraggy's like, no way.
should be. Okay, no help for the Jack 9, so I wonder if he continues here.
I think Spraggy's got the read.
Ben is asking for a little bit of advice here from
Check.
Felix. Check the flop. Check the river, excuse me. Ace queen taking it down.
Felix definitely wanted
Watch
you to pull the
Spraggy's face.
trigger, or he wanted you
See
to
the
pull the
face?
trigger as a bluff.
See the glance?
He didn't want to take it.
Silent. It's a quiet ride. It's a quiet ride.
I'm doing it to you again.
I gave it to you so you could pull the trigger.
Quietly smug. I think that's the word.
As soon as you said
No.
check, why?
Needs no words.
Are you guys playing the Super Sunday tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
There is a few more tournaments going on at Lex Live. There's the main event
That's
final
straight
day.
freeze out, or?
There's
Yeah,
the Golden Beaker High Roller.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah,
also
it's,
Super Sunday
I
that
know
they're
the
just talking
schedule.
about.
Inside out.
€65 entry should be Super Turbo, I think.
People at home
Yeah.
are, "Is this not-"
I have to say, I think one of my favorite events that
you not
I
have
played
any-
during Lex Live was actually the FE Flip Out, which for those of you that didn't get to follow, basically the way it worked was at the beginning of each blind level, all players would put in 5 big blinds at whatever that stake level was, and then they would they'd flip for it, and it was madness, as you'd imagine. It was designed intentionally to be a crazy, silly, format. And I have to say, with a little bit of tweaking, I think it could be a really popular format. It was great. 5 big blinds we decided was probably a lot to be flipping for every 15 minutes or so.
For a turbo/super turbo event,
was-
5 big blinds means a lot, and
Yeah.
then if all the table is going for it,
Yeah. But, we've been talking with Lex and a couple other and yeah, I think we got some interesting ideas.
Don't worry, Felix is not playing like that.
Okay, Queen 9 here, looks Ace Jack.
Can't have people costing my homies, the 7 deuce. It's just
I mean, I don't know if
blind v
you're-
blind action.
Checks.
I think Ben Martin's got a bet now. It looks like he's going to do it.
It's a very similar situation to the previous hand. He's
Yeah.
got.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Felix came in. I think he's aware of Ben Martin's image.
He might, yeah, that's definitely a good point. He's definitely cultivating a pretty wild image right now.
Yeah.
yeah, that's okay. Just firing shots on my channel. That's fine, guys. It's just like yeah.
Yeah.
It's 501k to victory.
Can you actually see exactly how much
pretending to do
how much
some
Milko has there?
501k, 2k, 3k.
Apparently 3.7k, 18 big blinds.
Okay, right, nice.
They did scoop up a few pots for the Jacks versus Queens. A little bit more than I thought. Okay, we got a raise from Milkov. They are really short, so kind of unlikely that they're going to be folding at any point.
How much you got left down there, team Veldhuis?
Team Veldhuis.
3.5? No, 4. Wait, I don't know.
He's angling. Yeah. Always say more than you have.
I don't know, about 50k, about thereabouts. The defend with Queen 8 of clubs, I think I like that defend. It's a nice playable hand out of
Really
position.
nice flop for
Beautiful
the
flop for sevens here. I'm interested to see how they're going to play this flop though. With the sevens.
Checking a bet.
Single bet.
50 euros.
What was the size more? Was it just 1k on the flop?
Even
Think
bird.
so?
It looked like a 1k chip, but being colorblind doesn't help.
I think it's a 500 chip.
Oh.
So
We have
half
enough
pot.
chips again, so
Okay.
get some OCD chips.
Alright,
Did you ever,
19 big blinds.
use
Definitely
chips when you were
respectable
playing
looking
on
stack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
right back into it.
I used to have them back in the day.
I was really trying to, like when you start and you have 3 and you just do.
Oh yeah, you're terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. How can you still not do that?
How are your chip shuffling skills?
No, I can't pretend to be bad.
Pretty good. I've had a lot of practice over the years. Nothing too fancy though.
I think I can do 8 or 9 at once.
That's actually
On the right hand.
I think I can do 10 or more, probably more than 10, but
Yeah.
the other chip tricks are lacking.
It's
you know.
weird. I'm
Yeah,
right-handed,
that's
but
the only
I
trick
still
that
fold
I do.
Yeah,
I like the one where
like
people
Veldhuis,
slam.
Like I do like
When
from,
it spins,
like,
I can do that
all
one.
it's always my
I can do
left
that
hand.
one.
And it
But everything else,
spins.
like tennis or golf, like anything I use only force is my right hand.
Really? Wow.
All right, Anti-Moon picks up Ace Jack here.
You could have 2
Looks like
4
a
hands.
raise
Yeah, maybe.
from the button.
Small blind folds.
That's awesome. Don't do it too quickly though, so we can time their big.
Didn't get a chance to see those cards, but he's going to put them in the muck too. She's going to take it down.
That would be so brutal.
Lex is thinking of all the angles, making sure that the right people get the big blind when it goes up. Next blind level is 100, 300 with a 400 big blind ante, so sizable chunk, 700 chips.
I thought Lex said that there was no antes in this tournament.
Ah, okay. Yeah, 100, 300 makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier actually. I think like the 30-second shot clock is definitely good, and then like a few time bank chips as time bank cards. I think that's the way.
I think it's great, but I don't like that people use their 30 seconds even when they don't mean it.
Yeah.
Just because they want to be balanced in their time.
I think that somebody is developing a new shot clock where first decision is 15 seconds, second 20, third. So
it'd be great if you had like obviously it'd be tough because you need a person to talk, but say you had like
the table just discussing
as soon as the action went on, you need like
the ever controversial shot clock slash default time given to tournament players.
Yeah. Can't say I'm experienced enough to say what I feel about it.
Yeah, I was about to say James and I don't have to deal with shot clocks too often.
Yeah.
Playing mostly hypers on stars.
9.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Checking a check. I think I like the check with king 8 of diamonds here. It's a very, very interesting texture.
Definitely hits a lot of people.
Yeah.
Queen 9.
Yep, and
most people have a gut shot.
with 2 diamonds in your hand, you're not blocking a whole lot of draws or anything like that either. So it's pretty hard to see bet there unless you have a pretty good read.
Very small bet.
Okay.
300 chips. It's almost like he knows what he has.
Oh, confidence from my man Ben there.
It's got the little cheeky pigeon in the corner of his shirt.
Yeah, the ever-present pigeon. If you guys haven't been following along with the Lex Live updates, etc., this pigeon is going to feature very heavily in the video to come.
Yeah.
Very heavily.
we're not playing anti.
Our friend Marcus, aka Lazy Pigeon, has been distributing hundreds of these little pigeon stickers that come from the branding from his channel. And at one point, he was wearing a hat where there was a string of them.
Yeah.
Especially during the flip out event, we had a couple of those stickers stuck to our foreheads. There was a couple of really interesting shots of that.
Time for the first question. Good luck, everybody. What date and what year is my first stream? Yeah, these are the hard ones. How many subs did I peak at? How many labels do I have? 14. Oh wow, okay. That's impressive. Nice. Antimoon has 7 right. That's not bad. Well done. It's Antimoon.
That was the flip, right?
That was the flip. That was the flip out. A couple of PokerStars blog posts written up there as well. Some pretty funny pictures if you guys want to check them out.
I got mine for the High Roller Day 2 soon.
Oh baby, oh baby, I love it.
It's not like everyone's playing super nitty.
No, exactly. We can always
I want to know how many of those he had in his pocket though. I mean, he just kept whipping them out. He had enough for entire tables. Every time you got a new player, even the dealer was wearing one at one point.
Really? You got the dealer to wear one?
We said, we passed it to her and we said, hey, do you want to stick it to your forehead like we do? And she's, yeah, 100%. She's like, it was no flinch at all, bang.
Definitely deserve a tip for that.
Okay. You can definitely see...
Blinds are up.
Blinds are up. You can definitely see Team Veldhuis and Milko there adjusting for their stack size, being a little bit more on the shallow side, so they're playing fewer pots.
Yep.
Check.
Thank you. Checking big blind. Oh, excuse me, no.
Oh, cheeky check back with the raggedy ace.
Oh, here we are.
Go and check if you got one diamond, I'll do it as well. Right? Do it at the same time. We all know why we're at.
Got a gut shot now for the 8-7. Can't imagine that there'll be too much action there. Oh, I see it in his eye. Good. He almost did it. You can see.
I think on this turn you've got to be betting your ace. You got to protect from those diamonds and whatever else might come. but I don't think that Team Spraggy is going to.
See if
I
that
think
was
he's
big.
aware he's got a raggedy ace there.
2 sixes.
Maybe.
I'm not sure which card Fintan showed there.
Six. Has to be the
I
six.
think he might have shown the 6. He said something about the 6 there. Pocket 6s or something like that. Getting an insight into the mind of Fintan Spragg's live game. Fintan Spragg. Fintan hand, excuse me.
Fintan Spragg.
Fintan Spragg.
They're going to have a child, huh?
I mean, if there was ever a breakaway channel for those two, Fintan Spragg. But then they would probably debate which name would come first, though, huh?
Mm-hmm. They could play heads up for it, I guess.
Enough to get
Later. Later.
and then I'll French to order some food now.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
How do you say French fries in French? Fries.
They're about to see my first hand, I guess.
I guess they just call them pizza.
Chips are still in bags. Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be a big hand. I haven't seen our hand yet, but I just think this could be a 4-way all-in.
All-in? Sure.
Might be our
Well,
first
it's going to be tough
walk.
now.
Oh, or not. There's the 7 deuce. It's got to be played. Yes.
Alright, Anti-Moon's turn to play the 7 deuce.
It's going to get isolated, apparently.
We're trying to play a game of poker here. There's no favorites.
He senses his weakness.
Fintan announces no friends approach.
I like that aggression. We got position on the big stack. Put them in the cage. We didn't even look at
the
the
cage.
cards.
Speaking of cages, at some point there was suggestion that during the flip out, if you won, I was actually having a conversation with Cheno about this. If you won the ginormous 9-way all-in, 5 big blind flip, you would then also be punished by having to sit out for an entire orbit as well.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about some really wild stuff. We were also talking about having a sort of lottery style, Wheel of Fortune style spinner where that decides how many big ones you flip for it, and there was a tiny sliver that was always for all stacks. So there was like a 5% chance that everyone had to put all the chips in and just play for all of it at one point. I thought that could be pretty funny too.
That's fun, even for the dealers. They get to spin a little wheel.
Yeah, that's right. Just like a really small, like table-sized wheel. It's got a good weight to it. Alright guys, looks like you guys are joining us here on stream now. Welcome everybody who's watching the channel.
As long as we don't give out too many details about the strength of our hands.
Hashtag mod anti-moon. Of course, she's not actually a moderator yet. So.
You know everything you say.
She's been asking for how long?
Did we manage to make that command?
Many moons, I guess.
Many moons ago. What's that? Okay, cool. Perfect. I'm not worried. It's all good.
Nice, thank you.
What time do you need to be back?
As soon as it starts, but there are still.
You're not going to leave him playing, are you?
Alright.
That's why I wanted Spraggy, because then I could go and know that I would bust in fourth.
Yeah, he would have closure immediately.
Yeah.
Sometimes words hurt, you know that?
You can't all be pros.
Oh, they changed the screen.
It's T300.
Yes.
Last 10. Great. 700, 700.
Oh, there's.
Pass. And you are in break?
Yes, 1 hour dinner
For
break.
me, no?
See you.
I start in 2 minutes and no, I want to break.
Tommy, don't take that shit. They're your chips.
You've got to keep on top of it. This is a nice
You can't wait.
Actually, maybe it isn't. You've taken from this before. Unbelievable. Alright.
Okay.
Let's take 2 hands.
2, 1, 1. So everybody can see 1 card and after you can take the decision. So pass.
All right.
On lance à 600.
I imagine Ben Martin's going to be playing. Question is how. We don't know what Mikov has at the moment from the button, so we can take a blind guess. I think he made it 600 to go.
This is what the people want to see. The egos against each other.
Oh, this is a good one.
Here we go. Thank you, Lex. Trying to organize those cards. Top set for Milko. No, we're not sure what Milko has just yet.
I'm going to guess they're going to win now. Oh, snap check back. Okay. So yeah, reminder of the prizes. First place gets 3,000. Is it euros? Must be euros.
It's euros?
Yeah. Second place 2,000. Third 1,000. Fourth 500. So everyone gets paid. It's a nice friendly game.
Nice friendly game with
for now.
With some really chunky prizes. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised to see those awesome prizes. Very pleasantly surprised.
And Kings were shown their table.
I mean, Lex really he's really making that Lex Veldhuis knowledge high value, right?
Yeah.
I mean, these the players you see at the table are definitely big time fans to be getting these questions right during the
Maybe they never looked at the cards. Maybe Lex was like, it's good strategy from the button. Play any two.
Just take a stab. Everyone's guessing. They're like, I swear he didn't look at his cards. And then only look when you have to.
Yeah.
Pro advice there.
Oh, they're looking at one each, I see. That's some fun.
Solid strategy. 10-9 suited, beautiful hand here. Looks like Ben finds the threes. Ben doesn't have too many chips behind him here. And I'm wondering if he's just going to put it in.
I can imagine that.
One of those interesting situations, before the 10-8 came in here, before we saw what Antimood had, 9-10 suited is one of those interesting connector hands that are actually better than the small pocket pairs. They perform slightly better. Pre-flop.
Ari shot. So he says, surely no delay. We had no control over that, so just how it had to be. So apologies, chat.
Calm down.
Podcast poker. There you are, man.
Where's Spraggy's badge? Nice spot there. Nice spot. Oh, we got an all-in. Yeah, he did do it.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think looking at his stack, he probably shouldn't be folding too many pairs here.
Yeah.
You don't feel great with the threes.
Felix, you had a really strong hand.
He's got to show 1-3 surely, no?
One of those interesting spots where if you show one, you pretty much telegraph. Yeah, you pretty much telegraph your hand. It's very rarely going to be ace-3 off there.
Heavy Gable, how's it going?
Looks like we got some Flix fans in the chat here as well. The GRND army coming out. Ruth NK, happy birthday once again. Welcome.
Everyone in chat, make sure to wish Ruth Ann K happy birthday. I think it was a few days ago now.
Yep.
But
the days all blurred together here, Lex Live. Lots of nonsense, lots of late night action.
Yeah.
Lots of poker.
Really full if you're
Is that binding? I think you just said he folds.
Oh, Fintan, man. Fintan.
He's in it to win it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving his competitive nature, and he's not letting him off easy.
I can't work out why you never done so great. Can you imagine him sitting there
looking out for your.
That's right.
Oh, he's an ace.
Padre. I mean, this is decent money, so.
Oh, absolutely. He's like fantastic money. Also, guys, I don't know if we made this clear earlier. I'm remind those of you joining. The 4 players here at the table who aren't members of Team Pro, they won their seats here into this 4-handed sit and go, taking part in the Lex pub quiz that happened yesterday afternoon. And none of them, up until the very last round of the pub quiz, knew that they were playing for seats into this pretty chunky payout 4-handed sit and go.
Yep.
It's like
if they knew that, I can imagine them making all sorts of mistakes.
In a strange way, this is like all 4 of them won seats into a jackpot sit and go. They're all guaranteed money. It's very short-handed.
Yep. Blinds are really getting up now.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised that no one's busted yet.
Yeah, definitely people hanging on there.
But yeah, this is a part of the Spring Festival, Lex Live Spring Festival. It's a tournament series hosted by Lex Veldhuis. Main event was a €225 entry, and it's the final day today. So after this stream, you'll be able to see the main event, and I think there's €37,000 up top for a €225 buy-in. So
and also yesterday,
pretty impressive.
Yesterday evening, we also saw the kickoff of the High Roller event here, which was a €550 buy-in, which our very own James McKenzie sat directly to my right here, took part in. He's in day 2, which is going to kick off a little bit later this afternoon. So everyone wish him luck in the chat for that too.
I think it's starting in like 20 minutes, so might have to love you and leave you all.
That's okay. That's okay. I spoke to Lex earlier. If James has to head off to the High Roller event, we might actually get. Oh, looks like we have no one here. So if we could get one of these guys to come and join me in the booth, it'd be interesting to get their take, because, like I said, these guys are the.
This is basically for all the chips as well. It's very much a flip.
Okay.
Good flop for the ace dude.
I think San has to call
Ben
here.
Martin.
Oh. Picks of a gutter. Jack
on the river.
There we go. And Ben Martin. I think Ben Martin deserves. There you go. There you go. He deserved that hug.
€500.
He was in there playing. He knew what the game was. He was in there with the 7 deuce. He was in there with the 10-5. The 10-5.
Shall I go find him and maybe ask if he wants to come to the booth?
I think that's a great idea.
I'm sure he does.
I think that's a great idea. I'd love to get him in here to have a chat with him.
He might know how the table dynamics are.
There's Lex.
So I'm going to jump and find him.
All right.
Hunt him down.
Okay. There's Lex handing Ben his money there as well, and looks like Flix is going to make an exit as well.
All right. So what's it now? 1K.
So James has just stepped out of the studio here really briefly to go and see if we can get Ben on the commentary. And I can't think of anybody better to join me actually on the commentary to commentate this specific event, because, like I said, the four people playing in today's game that are members of Team Pro, they are some serious Flex fans.
Happy birthday
to
you. Happy birthday, dear Rude. What's going on?
There we go.
Came to the hard part of the song.
A little happy birthday there for our power mod. Here he is, the man himself.
I didn't get on the video because I'm terrible. Where's the camera? Sorry. I just wanted to.
Ben Martin, here's your headset. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Guys, joining me here, live in the studio. The man himself. So watch this one and the mic's here. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Just feeling good actually. That's a really good thing to play. Unfortunately, I drew Felix, so just tried to bluff it all off with 7-2.
You turned to Flix and he said you got to do it every time.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah. Min 4 bet.
We were singing your praises here in the studio when you played that 7 deuce. James and I collectively decided that we probably should have got a bonus for that, just for going for the goal.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. Yeah, it's cool. There's still 3 great people in to hopefully take it down.
So could you let us in on a little bit more information about the kind of questions that that Alex was asking you yesterday? Because I hear some of them were wicked specific.
Some of them are really hard. So I was actually surprised by how kind of well I did. Because some of them are like really random. They're kind of about which games he plays, or like when he first joined Team Liquid, and how many years he's been a Stars Pro and stuff like that. It's just some of them were very specific number ones, which were just hard to get accurately.
So when you had questions like, how long was he a member of Team Pro, did you find yourself working it out on the spot, or was it something you kind of already knew?
No, we tried to work those ones out on the spot. So those sort of ones were some of the ones that I got.
Sorry to interrupt, we have some action. Milk is all in with the Ace-10 guys, and remember, the 3rd place bust out here is going to award the player 1,000 euros. It wasn't euros, wasn't it?
Yes, euros. Yeah,
good stuff. Ace Queen, Ace-10, Ace High Flop, some backdoor straight draws for the 10. Strange card alignment here.
3 outs one time.
3 outs one time. Announces Fintan.
That's going to be a fun heads up.
Here, oh, it's going to be a fun heads up. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Oh, Spraggy goes in for the handshake. Denied.
As always, it's just the two lads at the top of the table.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
It wasn't intentional, ladies and gentlemen. It was not intentional. Alright, looks like Lex is going to observe.
Yeah.
I suppose he should.
He wants to keep an eye on where his money's going.
Alright, and we answer the heads up section. Congratulations to Milko there, who takes down 1,000 euros. We are now playing, guys. Remember, first place for 3K, second place for 2K. So these guys have won a pretty significant chunk of change. Especially considering that you guys had no idea you were going to be playing this until yesterday.
Yeah, it was crazy. Apparently I came from quite far behind to get into the top 4.
Yeah.
In the last 2 rounds, I scored like quite a lot of points. So.
But was it in the last 2 rounds that you found out what you were playing for as well? And that's when he turned up the heat. He was there drinking beer, not a care in the world, just guessing, and then he in the clutch spot.
Yeah, exactly.
In the clutch, he got that. Very nice, man. Very nice. Have you played many of the other events so far?
Yeah, I played the main, and the flip out.
The flip out, I was there too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. And then I played the bounty yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
As well as a couple of sit and goes. The sit and goes have been really fun.
Right. The sit and goes have been great. I'm really enjoying the atmosphere. We tend to get some really. It's a nice bunch of people as well, because the people that want to do this sit and goes are just like keen to just get a short game going and not have a big one. And it's definitely more my speed as well. Yeah. The long MTTs are definitely not a format that I've had too much experience in.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we got Queen of Hearts, 8 of Diamonds here for Anti-Moon, who's in the big ones.
Yeah.
Former heads up pro Benjamin Spragg checks it over to us.
Former heads up pro announces Fintan.
Check. No, he's
check.
I
think I like the check here with the jack. I see too much value in betting. I think it gets you in a lot of trouble. The 10 of Hearts is definitely a hard card, though, to face. Fantastic card for Anti-Moon. Interested to see what she does here. I think Spraggy might have indicated how much to bet there. Ooh, he's reaching for the call here.
Yeah.
I think he's got the 3 of Hearts, which has got to be a little bit of a factor in his mind.
I think he gets away from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having played with him a bit over the last few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wearing the Lex merch. You don't watch that much Lex and not learn a thing or two.
Exactly.
But I think I like the fold, but I think I also like the check with the jack.
Yeah.
If you get check raised with Jack 3 off there, it's a really tricky spot to play.
Definitely.
You're the best half.
Especially holding the 3 of Hearts, because you're never really sure if you can block flushes with it, etc. There you go, live on stream.
Yeah, that was a quick bust out after I'd gone.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to come up here and instantly someone else would be all in.
Right. Okay, so on the button here, 10-6 off. Decision. She makes the fold.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good hand.
Alright, so I mean 16.1 and 7K respectively. What are the blinds at right now? 200, 400?
Yeah, I think 2-4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely plenty of play left.
A featured table.
Yeah, definitely. They both definitely deserve to win this. It's just they're both super active members of the community.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, of the 2 members that I've met, and I've met quite a few. I think these 2 are definitely some of the super fans.
What did you show the very first time?
Yeah. What did you shove the very first hand?
What did who shove?
Anti-Moon. Very first hand, I checked small blind and she just jammed in everything on the first hand.
I think I might have actually missed that. I think we were having some technical difficulties here.
Yeah, she won't tell anyone.
I'm guessing this is going to be on replay or something.
Yeah. Look at that. Ruth down in the chat as always.
Yeah, as ever.
As always.
Happy birthday
Ruth Dan, for yesterday.
You're about to get Anti-Moon the team. Does Anti-Moon mean anything?
Shout out to the members of the OP Poker community as well. Thank you for joining us here on today's stream. Showing force.
It's a chemical element and it means acid.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That's where it comes from. In English,
I thought you just hated the moon.
In English, it's antimony.
Oh. American Airlines, the air raid siren goes off. American Airlines for Anti-Moon. I mean, in a heads-up match, it's really difficult to be getting away from hands like Queen 10. What was her size here? What was the size she makes it? 1.9. That's a really big size. Blinds are still 200, 400 if I'm not mistaken. She gets the action though. She gets the action. That's what you want. Oh. What an interesting flop. So not only does the Queen 10 pick up the draw, but of course, do you know how to pronounce that name correctly? Geno?
Geno, yeah.
Geno. So what Geno doesn't know is that, in fact, 2 of the cards that he requires to make that straight are in his opponent's hand, in Anti-Moon's hand here. He bets 2.8k. So does he lead here? He led the flop?
No, he checked.
Oh, he checked. Okay, I see. And a call. I mean, I would be so tempted to put in a raise here with Queen 10. It's so hard not to try and use your stack as a weapon.
I think if she'd bet smaller, he would have definitely jammed it there.
I think you might be right. I think you might be right.
Check.
And a check from the Queen. 2 checks. 7 of diamonds changes nothing.
He's going to jam here. This is his move, I think. And I think she's going to think about it as well.
That's, yeah.
I have no idea what he has. I have no idea what we have.
Spraggy announces he has no idea what they have.
Yeah.
What's the sizing going to be? The pot is approximately 9.4. It's reaching for chips. I think he knows he wants to put a bet in the air.
How much is in the pot? 54 in the flop. 2k, so 9,800-ish.
Pretty much that pot.
I think General just asked Fintan exactly how much was in the pot. It looks like he aced it. So now he's trying to figure out how big to go here. Trying to figure out what kind of a hand she's going to bet and then check turn with. It's pretty unconventional to be checking the aces on the turn, but it does put hands like Queen 10 in such an interesting situation now. He has to make a bet, I think. Okay, he makes the bet. What's the size? Yeah, absolutely. Very interesting hand. Very interesting hand.
Yeah, I'm interested in
I would have lost
how that played out. I've played a bit with Jen over the last few days. I seem to get on his table in all these tournaments. So.
I'd be interested to see what happens if you guys turn. Because presumably it would be that turn, and then you have to try and bluff catch river, or maybe not necessarily even bluff catch, but just pot control. But as played, it's I don't think you can. It's such a nice spot to just be firing back with Queen 10 there for sure.
Yeah, I would lost all our chips, so congrats to you.
This is actually probably one of the better events for me to be commentating on. We play a lot of heads up at OP Poker, so much better than the nine-handed deals. That's a pretty good sized pot.
Yeah.
He's all in. All in or fold. How much was the jam for? 4K, something like that. So it must have been 4 and a bit because you got 11 bigs now. Yeah.
I got a split third or split fourth. So that's the same amount of points.
That's nice because you're guaranteed.
Yeah. But I guess
that sounds like you're acting like it's already over, my friend. We got upset.
I guess the prices weren't directly correlated to.
Looks like we've got some conspiracy theorists in the chat today regarding Spraggy's patch. Or lack thereof. Fear not, guys. Fear not. There's nothing to read into here. There's nothing to read into.
That should get some good action when you start playing.
Right.
Most likely he's left at the blackjack tables.
That is slander. That is slander. I apologize. I apologize on behalf of Ben. That is slanderous.
I'm about to get kicked out.
Welcome to the game, team. That's what you're up against.
That was the last time.
That's what you're up against.
It was the last time we saw him in the commentary booth. Just kidding. All right, so there you go. You guys go. You can see the chip distribution there.
What do you got?
Oh, not quite.
After starting stack, done it before.
I take that back. That was not the chip distribution.
We haven't done it together before. Like I'm sure at some point we'll come back to short stack, right? Yeah, we got
There we go. You can see it there, bottom left now.
Positive 50.
Geno here with the shoving stack. Approximately 10 bigs.
Feel it. I feel it.
Raise it in.
Good evening.
All in again.
I don't know what to call.
All in and a...
She was like, are you really calling you
I think that's probably the right fold. 4-3 diamonds is a great hand to flip with. It's going to perform really well against pretty much all hands.
If you want me to do 50,
even against hands like aces, 4-3 suit is actually one of the stronger
I think that'd be
combinations.
fair. 2.5
But you definitely don't want to be calling it off 4 high too often, even for 10 bigs.
Yeah.
Obviously, all this thing, I'm not trying to actually pressure Dale. I'm completely taking it.
What's new? Like, of course.
What was the right answer now, Alex? Was the right answer Spraggy? No. Oh, okay. I just thought you were going by ranking.
Yeah, sorry, I thought we were doing by, you know,
Spraggy's going to take a look really quick.
measurement.
For those of you that don't know, Spraggy, prior to moving into MTTs, played a lot of heads of cash. He's had a lot of experience playing heads up.
No pressure, right? Do it, say it! Good.
She flats button. I think I really like that flat.
Appreciate that.
Check move on here. Little pair for Geno.
Yeah. I don't see Anthony putting anything else in at this point at all. If you pass over to Spraggy, he might make some sort of moves, but yeah, she's got such a big chip lead.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no-
there are so many. There's so many other combinations of hands that you feel more confident playing here, and having a king and a 6, which just doesn't even touch the board. That doesn't touch the board. Doesn't even.
No.
You know, there's not
Having
all
said
of
that, she does cool.
Okay, interesting. So Geno led with the 10 on the turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Good poker face there. Anti-moon.
Nice.
Next and like that.
It's an all-in bet, right? Like it's not 2K. You said you true 2K. Okay.
So it went check, and she puts them all on the river.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's going
I
on.
mean, also her table image is that of one who's pretty conservative.
Yeah. She clearly had a plan when she was calling on the turn.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
think that I'm not willing to make this call. Like it's not saying. I'm saying I'm not willing to decide what you do. I can't. I honestly, I would be filthy bad. It's a tough one.
Yeah, Fintan said before this started that he wouldn't make any real indecisions
Okay.
for his whoever he got paired up.
Yeah.
So you've already heard my statement, no further comment.
there was no similar promises from anyone else, as Felix proved.
I always think it's interesting watching people who watch streams make decisions, because you can see them going through the thought process in a similar way when they watch the other people's streams. So
Yeah.
he watches a lot of Lex play, and he sat there. He's working his way through the hands that would have missed. And I mean, on this hand, this texture, Yeah, there's some stuff that missed, but I'm not sure how much that doesn't get bet on the flop. Interesting, really, really interesting spot. It looks like he might get there, though. He looks like he's convinced himself. He's shaking his head like it doesn't make sense.
I don't think it's a misflush draw. I'll help you there. Because I don't think
he doesn't think it's a misflush draw? That's what he said?
They wouldn't have checked. I don't
think check flop, that's what he's saying, right?
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
That was my flop process. He probably wouldn't have checked the 9 on the flop.
I think she would check.
Hands that we're going to win against, right, is that if has an underpair and got counterfeited on the river, then we're going to win all this. These are hands that could happen. Possibly to check, like...
This is interesting. Fintan giving some thought process, but not giving him an answer like he promised. So he's not telling him what to do, but he's definitely helping him to work it out. He's giving him a little bit more confidence.
Could be wrong.
I think these are all things that Geno's running through as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, having another person next to you confirming some of those. But you know, I would really struggle with her table image, though. I would really struggle.
Yeah.
It's also a situation where a hand like King 10 or Ace 10 feels really confident about putting in a huge value bet as well, right?
Yeah.
You're not worried about the 8 because there was no action. You're not worried about the Jack because they probably wouldn't check river.
I think he badly wants to call, but it is the table image, I think, that's making him not.
He's on a nice edge, you can see it. He calls. Good call. Excellent call. Excellent call.
Good call.
Really good call.
I think it's a good bluff.
I think it's a great bluff.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a terrible bluff for me to make, but I think it's a great bluff for her to make because she's got to be aware of that table image, and she did have a plan as well. It wasn't a random flow. She knew what she was going to do if he slowed down. And also, it's a situation where he probably has more misdraws as well, and he might even have more misdraws than she does.
Yeah, it's yeah, I really like how she played that in the end, actually.
Confident too. Confident.
Yeah. Didn't even stop to think about it. Just go. Which is really good.
Thank you.
We have a new dealer coming in.
That was a good bluff. I like it. Yeah.
They're close.
You like to lead more?
No, I like it. I don't think, like you said, there's not many ace highs free, so it's very hard to get called by over stand. Right. Sometimes we better heads. I honestly I wanted to call, but I didn't want to tell you. I was scared that I was wrong because it was close.
Yeah.
It was super close.
Think she ever shows a better 10?
I don't know what's on it. Like, I don't know what Spraggy does either.
I don't know what I do.
Like, I don't know what's like it's
That's it, we got him up there. No idea. That's where the game's won and lost. This card is
Just had confirmation from people who are stream side saying that the table talk mic volume is pretty strong, so it's good.
Sorry?
You guys should be getting a pretty good listen to what these guys are talking about here.
This one is. I mean, I completely understand, by the way.
It's just started right now. You see.
You could also be over quick, bro.
Exactly. 10 big blinds deep. It's all good. Yeah. If it ends up going on for like an hour, then sure, but it's...
These guys are just discussing. So unfortunately, we had to push back the timing of this event to be shown here on Twitch.
He's actually got less chips.
Fintan and Spraggy both are running into the point where they have to get back into the high roller event, which they started yesterday. So they're going to day 2.
I'd probably win it too. So
looks like they're going to stick it out. They're gonna hold fast with their respective players. Good show. But if it does go on a little bit later, they're gonna consider jumping into that event. It's a 550 buy-in. There's definitely some good money on the line. And I think they went to day 2 with not a ton of chips as well. So there's a lot of pretty interesting decisions that they have to make at that stacked up.
Yeah, but it's very nice of them just to
stick it out.
Stick it out for a while. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, the blinds are going to go up pretty quick here. The blinds are already up. Sorry, excuse me, guys. I don't know if you spotted that. 300, 600 now. So I think this will be done relatively quickly.
Check.
Okay. Fold, pretty standard spot, really. Pretty much always with that there from the button on that sort of queen 4-5.
Yeah, that's right.
Low paired board texture.
Most of the time. If he limp 3, he hasn't got a good hand because he's not capable of limping him with a good hand.
I know what I'm going to do now. Just you wait.
I mean, don't worry. Three, right?
Uh-oh.
15 bigs.
15 bigs announces Fintan.
Okie dokie. I've been barred from the action.
Ooh, she finds 10s here. Limping with 5-4. Really, really quick bet here, it looks like. Trying to figure out what size she wants to use.
Yeah.
You don't even have to count.
Where are we at?
It's a red flag when it's on a banned Spraggy.
She shows the 10s.
Hand though. Can't even play his own magic hand.
Yeah, she makes it 3x from the big there. For those of you that are watching the stream that just joined, the way the rules are working are, so four members of the community won seats yesterday during a pub quiz style event, and they were paired with PokerStars pros who they could speak to during the hands. I mean, we were calling it a tag team event, but they were actually allowed to just share information and ask for advice, and it wasn't a strict tag team rule where it was you had to swap in and then make one player play just their own hand. So they could ask for advice, etc.
Really fun format. And,
really cool format, yeah.
It was a really big surprise in the quiz as well. We'd heard that there was going to be prizes, but we had no idea what they were.
Yeah. I mean, how are those goodie bags as well?
The goodie bags looked good. Yeah. I looked into someone else's, and they had like a shirt, a hat, like card protector, loads of stuff,
man,
just
merch.
swag.
That's Stars merch, man.
Yeah.
Got some good
But
swag.
I didn't play it the way it's up. Should have went solid.
Who did come over, Parker?
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to it.
Would have worked.
Yeah. But
You made me miss like 15 minutes of the list anyway. You obviously don't care about missing time, but you made me miss 15 minutes yesterday.
I'll be alright. I want to see this Airtour win first. Shouldn't be long. 5 minutes, I think. You're on the ropes. Little fake comeback.
You said that 15 minutes.
Little fake double.
Spraggy does never stops the table talk and the ribbing each other, and it was.
You're absolutely right.
good. Check.
Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, we go to a flop here. Checking the big. Again, pretty standard bet spot.
Limp stab, Benjamin Spragg taught you well.
Picking up all the tricks.
The limp stab, that was it.
Yeah, learn it from Lex.
I learned from Lex, he says. Oh no.
It's okay. It's alright, plenty more where that came from.
Still the 3-1 lead.
What?
Still the 3-1 lead.
You're telling me to put more pressure
raising a fold?
Yeah, raise and take it for anti-moon.
Like the raise with Jack Five Hearts though.
That would
Absolutely not, mate. No, the momentum is with us. We're on the comeback trail. Do you know what? Everyone watching, everybody loves a comeback story.
Everybody loves the comeback story.
Get it in the bin. 5 views off. It's not for us. We'll let the life play that one.
It is pretty funny that it ends up being Fintan, Team Spraggy as well. These two obviously spend quite a lot of time with each other online
I think you're doing
over the years. On the tables and off.
You're the one who got the aces. That was a big turning point. Because we came in about even.
Right.
And then the aces hand was a big swing. And if we bet turn, or if you bet turn, we probably don't win. I would guess.
Well, actually,
I probably would have bet turn, so you just had to score them.
Just fold. You showed your bet 12. Fake out. It would have been a sick fake out if you had a good hand, but.
Raising the fold again.
We're too smart over here to fall for tricks like that. Gotta get up earlier in the day to catch us, mate.
Aggression frequencies here.
I'm a mere spectator. I'm Lex at this point.
Lazy pigeon. Rocking the pigeons.
He's repping. Pigeon Air Force.
Really interesting hand here. Oh, she wakes up the tens. This could be it. He's all in. I think that's probably the right play. And I think the tens are always calling every single time.
Alright, good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Oh my god, you slow rolled us!
Alright, that's it.
I think you're gonna shove 6-7 there. You should be shoving 6-7 there a lot. It's gonna. It's just you're gonna do so much better than raise folding or something like that. Oh,
thank you very much.
so once again, the up and down straight draw with the blockers in your hand.
No, I don't want on the turn.
3 of diamonds. And that's it. That's it. We have a winner. Congratulations to Jenna and also Anthony. 3K.
Deserved winner.
3K and 2K respectively.
Not too bad for another question. Not bad at all, man.
First should be good.
We did okay.
Nice.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks for the sound effects here. Studio manager.
Alright, we're gonna bet.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks guys.
See you later.
Good luck.
Thank you, mate.
Nice.
Hi, Chad.
Thank you.
There you go. Congratulations, guys. So for those of you that just joined the stream, that was the conclusion of the pub quiz finale. First place there going to Anti-Moon with the 3,000 and Geno getting 2K respectively. Really, really nice result for those guys. Oh, awesome. What did you think about that, Ben?
It was a really good experience. Really good experience, and really good to see them play it as well. And anyone who won it would have deserved it. So I'm glad it went to someone. Basically, I'm glad it happened.
So what you're saying is, let's say theoretically speaking, there was a future Lex Live. Fingers crossed, because what an awesome event, right?
Yeah.
What you're saying is everyone needs to study up on their Lex Veldhuis trivia.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of questions though, so it's going to be super obscure questions if we have to find them again. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so the way I understand it, there was a couple members that I was talking to yesterday evening who were saying that they actually studied for the quiz ahead of. Yeah, there we go.
I didn't know those big prizes, but I mean, still want to win the quiz.
Fantastic. That was so good to see.